Everybody, welcome to roundtable number 21. It's a big one. I will get roundtable 20 up and running. It was kind of weird with how it recorded and saved because we were doing it on Twitch. So I have to kind of go through the recording a little bit. But everybody, welcome to 21. So we have a pretty wide table today from a couple of places. I'm going to just go through, introduce everybody, and we're going to kind of go through everything before Showdown kicks off in a couple hours. So I'll be your host today, TwoBob29, and today I have a couple people with me, so I'm going to just run them from the top down. So I got Flo with me.
Everybody.
I got Broken with me.
Go fuck yourselves.
I got a SouthSiiiiideEnvy with me.
I'm back.
I love it. Killing it. And I believe Bear will be joining us as well. We got Bear with us.
I'm just here to breathe real heavy and let the dog bark.
I like it. I like it. All right.
Put the mic in your mouth.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Much better. Thank you.
Oh, man. All right. Everybody, welcome to number 21. Welcome to the table. Everybody that's around, feel free to go ahead and give a shout out in the live chat if you like. We've pinned the topics that we're going to be talking about today. Trying to go in that order, but you know we kind of just lose track after the first two. It's usually how we do it here. So everybody, let's talk about last month with Hall of Fame month. We don't have to talk about how much it cost everybody. Purposely left that off the list, but we can talk about where we ended up with Piper. What happened with Wendi? What did you guys think of it? I ended up with my Piper at 4 silver. I was kind of upset. I wanted to get enough tokens to take him 4 gold, but I couldn't. But I will get him there with the Hall of Fame tokens, so it's not the end of the world. And Wendi, I got at 3 bronze, and she's definitely on my hit list to take up. But I have I'm not gonna go like into too great of detail, but I've currently been speaking like with a couple of friends. I recently spoke with somebody in DMs, just going over how many projects I have. I have over 30 projects that I want to work on my roster. So I really have to work on a priority list. She's definitely one of those 30 projects, but not really sure on the priority on her. But yeah, it was from my aspect not the greatest month because obviously paywall due to a lot of Hall of Fame characters. But flip side, wasn't shitty. I mean, everybody got a male Hall of Fame card. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked with it. Now I have a male Hall of Fame tag.
Do we have to talk about last month?
Oh, yeah, because it was so horrible for you. Why don't you just delete your game, dickhead?
See, here we go. This is why I didn't want to talk about it.
Such a bad month for you.
I didn't say that.
My heart goes out to you.
I know. Here we go. So much for putting last month behind us.
Oh, you know what?
I was going to keep quiet, but nobody else was
Why don't
talking.
we just extend it into this month and let everyone know that, you do a pull, you get an Erik. It's just...
We didn't get there yet.
Yeah. Spoilers.
And also, there's...
Flow works for Scopely.
Hey, we might be able to add Hall of Fame Sting to that list later on this week. So,
no, what? Is he the only one you didn't pull? And of course, that's the one they're giving away.
Sting, Andre, and Rude.
Smells a little fishy to me.
I am actually
that
pulling
sounds
to
like
knock at Hall of Fame Sting just so Flo can't have him.
That sounds like an Erik Ippolito move if I've ever heard one. Oh, I didn't get this Hall of Fame. We should give it to the community. That'd be nice of us.
Oh God, Jesus.
All right, is the hate parade over?
Yeah, are we done yet, bro?
Yeah,
No, if he's in, I'm out. Like that's that.
Well, just talking about the 2 from last month, like Bob, I was not able to get the 4-star gold. I wasn't able to get enough tokens. With the other accusations, I was kind of messed up on what I was doing and prioritizing the coin events and some of the TP events. So I wish I fell just. I think it was like 75 short, and I couldn't bring myself to spend like 200 to get there. I do wish of course, this is going to be one of those me things. But I do wish there was more Hall of Fame tokens in last month instead of what they're pushing towards the very end. And now it looks like this month we're going to get a good push of them as well.
I don't think you're gonna get a push of Hall of Fame tokens.
I think there's some deals on the horizon that.
I hope so, but I think that's one of those. Okay, well, we did it last month, and see you guys next year.
Well, I know with the next deal, it should give me enough to get Austin the 5-star silver, and that's the beginning of the fun time. But with that, Wendi, I got the 3-star bronze. I wasn't able to get the 4-star gold. I was actually going to put through, even though I could always use the TP, because seeing as she's Hall of Fame tokens and I need so many of them right now. But fortunately, I was 200-ish, somewhere around that range off. Didn't try aggressively hard. Last month, I loved my luck. Wasn't huge fan of the month as a whole. So far, I kind of like the beginning of this month. I know it's supposed to be a big party month compared to last month, but that's pretty much where I'm at on last month.
Fair enough, man. Got you on that one. Broken. Why don't you let everyone know how your last month went?
I won't talk about it. So, I finished up the Hall of Fame month. I managed to secure almost every female Hall of Fame card in the game last month. Not that there's many of them, so I'm not like flow status or anything. But
Great job, Broken.
thank you. But second male Hall of Fame eludes me still. I got Piper up to 4-star gold somehow. I had like 100 extra tokens. But I think that's because of how I min-maxed all the coin and TP events. And other than that, it was a lackluster month. I don't think they gave out nearly as many coins as they did in the month prior. Same with TP. I liked how they handed out diamond tokens like they were going out of style, but I think their hand was kind of forced when they made that god-awful decision of, hey,
Up to releasing 5
let's...
silvers.
No, let's need 9. Like, that sounds like a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new token, let's need 9 of them. So...
It's a bit much.
But they handed them out. Luckily, I got about 40,000 guitars and no 5-star bronze tricksters I want to bring up. So that's a plus. Yeah, other than that, it was just a regular month, I guess. I got Wendi. My stupid ass didn't buy a strap for her, so at 3-star bronze, she will sit until forever. Till I'm able to get a strap for her, because she's useless without one. So
You didn't get a strap for her from the prize wall?
I guess I just got used to the fact that the solo milestones have a strap for the chase in the second to last milestone.
Sure.
Every single month.
Sure.
And it's usually the exact same strap that's sold in stores, so I didn't even... Like, I was too worried about making sure I was getting enough resources and everything to make sure that I'd be able to do this month if I wanted to. And somehow or another, it just completely eluded to me that I would need a strap.
That's crazy. I know a lot of us were talking about it. I can't believe
Yeah,
you
that's
missed it
very
somehow.
unfortunate you didn't watch Merrick's video on the prize wall.
I had already spent all my coins by the time he put it up on, like, the second to last day, you know.
That was like a week.
Yeah, well.
Broken, if you get a chance, I put up the initial rankings in the podcast live chat.
Oh, unless Flo's last, I'm not looking.
I'm last.
Okay, I'll look.
Unless there's a number under 100.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, if that's a scale of 1 to 10, Flo definitely belongs at like 120.
Also, congratulations to Bob, who moved out of last place.
Yes, Bob. I'm kind of proud, kind of worried.
I'm shocked that I'm no longer last placed on my own podcast.
You're welcome.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Envy, please take me away from here. Envy, please.
Hold on. How am I
No.
first on these rankings? I don't get it.
Envy,
Well, so
talk
far,
to me.
only 3 people have talked, and KP just naturally has to be that low.
Okay, that's fair.
Envy, lay it on me. How was your month last month, man?
Last month, I overcompensated from skipping last January by going all in on Piper. So I took him 4-star gold after that $100 boost to start the month. And I have 446 tokens in the chamber. So if anybody wants any, I'm handing them out after this podcast. $10 a piece.
Damn, shit, man. Hold up. That's some Scopely prices right there. Calm down.
I need to make my money back.
All right. Do we at least get like a 90% discount for being in the same faction?
Yeah, okay. That's good.
All right. I'll do a 1-for-1 with you.
But other than that, I got Wendi, and somehow or another I pulled a 4-star gold Nikki out of something. And she isn't the female tech that I wanted, but she turns out to be the female tech that I needed.
Oh,
so,
Hall of Fame Nikki, 4-star gold.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, I got Hall of Fame Nikki. So
that's thick.
She's been doing work on the road for me for reasons unknown. That whole joint connection just works out well for me.
Yeah, I guess it recycles pretty well for females.
Yeah.
That's good. Good stuff. And it also, do you have any other, like, Hall of Fame females that you could tag her with?
Wendi. Got Wendi. So
awesome.
That will be.
Awesome. So you're
But Wendy's at the bottom of the line right now.
That don't matter, man. I did the, what's it called, the victory tour. My Wendi was lit, like you said, tier 1 level nothing because she was the tag partner. That's all you need. People don't realize that. That's all you need sometimes is the tag link. You just need the partner to sit there and look pretty. My Breeze is 3K talent. My Mr. T is 5K talent. But they get the tag link done for Fandango and for Mr. T and Hogan. You just need the tag link look pretty. And it works. So that's sick that you have both male and female for her. That's going to be awesome, dude.
Yeah, now I just need another male, and hopefully we get this thing, and then I'll be set.
That's going to be awesome, dude. I'm happy for you. That's kick-ass. How else, what was the deal with your prize wallet? Don't tell me you pulled a broken. Did you get the strap?
Oh, no, I got the strap. I watched Merrick's video. If you look at Merrick's video, I got all that stuff. Took it all.
Took it all.
Yeah, I got the props, I got the strap, and then I got everything else he said.
Good shit. Good shit. Yeah, Cable tosses out a good prize wallet video, man. That's for sure. It's top notch. But yeah, man.
People buy props?
Yeah, the props broken. The props went down like, I think it was
960 or something.
Yeah,
somewhere in that
I think
range.
it went down more than half of what it was the prior month. I think it was like over.
It was like a third.
Yeah, I think it was like over 20. Yeah, sorry, a third. It was like over 2,700 or something the prior month.
Y'all motherfuckers don't tag me when Merrick's releases a prize wall one this month. I'ma smack the shit out of each and every one of you one by one.
Broken, he posts it.
Yeah, it's in like every server.
Hold on. In all fairness,
Broken.
I don't
want to hear the in all fairness, Broken. He's in our faction and posts in the fucking gameplay videos channel.
Okay. So, in all fairness, all those bots that automatically post them.
That's not a bot. That's
no,
Cable.
I get that. Well, I might have Cable blocked too.
Yeah. To be fair,
Just
Cable.
Full disclosure. But I block them all because I don't need 90,000 notifications during the day that Brian fucking uploaded another fucking snooze fest.
And there's 14 servers with a notification. I understand that.
Yeah.
I get it. However, Cable does upload his own videos. We don't have the bot in the server for it. But I will make sure that you know.
In the Nerd Lab, we have a channel that is only strictly Merrick's videos.
Cable
videos. Yeah, well, that would help if I didn't have Nerds Lab
also
muted. Also,
oh yeah, see.
It's nothing against the Nerds Lab or
When
anything.
we had the giant discussion in there about how the strap was on the prize wall.
Yeah. I hang
Not
out
to-
on one
Just
server.
because
and that's
Sam's
it.
in there, don't mean you have to mute it.
No, I hate getting tagged.
Flo,
Like-
Sam's
He's
everywhere.
gonna get tagged 36
I
times.
don't
Here it
need
comes.
anything with Sam anymore.
I mean, I have this server muted too. So it's
You laughed, Flo.
not-
This motherfucker missed like 7 podcasts, and then sent me a DM. He's like, "Is there something wrong here?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I haven't been on one of your podcasts in like 3 months." I'm like, "Broken, I tag everybody in the server when there's gonna be a podcast." And he goes, "No, you used to tag people on the other server." I said, "Broken, I stopped doing that months ago and told everyone I was going to stop doing that months ago." Oh. All right, can I be on the next one? Hell yeah, just let me fucking know.
So now he
Well, no,
DMs.
it's
He gets the
usually-
personal invite.
But usually Bob messages me. There's gonna be a podcast this weekend. Can you make it? All right, Bob, I got you.
He sends it by pigeon to Gina. Gina takes it upstairs and presents it to him. It's tomorrow. dear.
Are you insinuating that I never leave the room here, or
I'm not sure.
And
dude.
actually, I did tell him about today's, so don't let him fool you.
The pigeon arrived.
in all fairness, I didn't even know there was a podcast today.
In
I
all
knew it
fairness,
showed
I don't
up.
think any of us did today. I asked yesterday. Well, I didn't ask. I put up a
Yeah.
GIF that nobody could see because there's no damn permissions on the server to do anything.
There should be on this
Well-
one. There shouldn't be limits on this server.
In the podcast crew,
The live chat.
it doesn't show the GIF.
Oh, what?
Like it doesn't show them.
I'll fix
So
it.
why don't you just ask like a normal human being, Flo, like I did today?
Because he's got to try to make Bob feel
Yeah.
bad. This
What
is
the
why
hell?
we don't like Flo.
Yeah.
Broken, just so you know, they're giving away an Otis strap this month as part of the
Solo,
regular.
yeah,
Subject
that
to
was
change.
that was legitimately the first thing I checked for. I was like, all right, well, if I go after Otis, do I have to buy a strap for him? And I
Yeah,
looked
no.
on the prize wall. I was like, nope, it's there. Like, I don't understand why Wendi didn't have one.
Hall of Fame.
Like, it doesn't matter. She was literally the only one that was ever a chase that didn't have a strap in the solo.
That's their only reason. Hall of Fame card.
What was the
But it's-
event?
It's
that
not
gave
like
us-
the strap cost 20,000 to buy.
I mean,
It
yeah,
costs
but-
your typical 2,000 shirts.
it's a good chunk of shirts. I'm not arguing that. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Bear, round us out. How was your month last month, man?
I took Piper to 4-star gold. He was going to be my plan to take up the 5-star this month. But then scoped me. And I decided, well, let me take Wendi. I got Wendi and I was going to take the fuse, but I said, I have a shitload of tokens that I won't need to use. So let me use the TP. And then on the last day, I pulled Hall of Fame Austin. So my entire month and my plans got flipped upside down.
Amen.
So you do fit in the flow category. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, we're gonna.
I'm
mute
the only
Flo.
person that understands you right now.
No,
Just-
we're gonna mute Flo. Bear, I understand you because you're awesome. That's
I appreciate you, Broken.
don't let this fucking Joker try to play you like some fucking. You just don't fall for it, please.
You're in my faction. Kiss me on the mouth.
He does kiss me on the mouth, but it has nothing to do with being in the same faction. He's
Right.
actually in the same faction because he kisses me on the mouth.
Oh my god.
Is that how Casey got it?
So, oh my god.
Well, you notice that Casey's not here no more, right?
No
Apparently,
lip
I'm a
kisses.
bad kisser.
Yeah.
So back to the podcast that we're having.
Oh, this isn't just a hangout and chat? I thought this was a hangout and chat.
Oh god.
No, it's all business when he's not on Twitch, Broken.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Bear, anything else on the monthly you wanna go on the previous
I was-
month, that is?
I thought the Hall of Fame characters were a little underwhelming this time compared to last year.
I would
don't know.
agree.
Everybody's sleeping on Rude. Rude is fucking nasty.
Rude looks
Hey, Flo.
good, and he's annoying, and I like the way
Come here.
Honky Tonk looks if you don't go up against the multi-gem coach.
Correct.
But both of them, like, it's still situational, and it's not like,
See, I don't know because, I mean, I know you don't value the opinion of One True King, but in fairness, he has every Hall of Fame card. So he
Then
can
again, he
kind of speak
also
for him.
yeah, but he also gets biased when he finds a card that he likes.
That's true and not true because he really wants Andre to be good. And he sat there arguing with Jeff for a couple hours in town hall the other day about how Andre needs something to be
I'm not arguing that
even
at all. It was
average.
extremely disappointing with
But
how he came out.
he said that he doesn't care for Rude in reality, but his card just gets it done so consistently, quickly.
So do you think there's any? I think what would help all of us broken is if Flo does a video of Rude for us now, so we
I
can
don't
see his
have
new set.
Rude. I need 190 shards.
Oh, this poor baby.
Well,
Hang
see,
on.
here we go.
You want me to give you 190 of my shards so I'm back to 0?
I mean, if we could do it, we can do it. I mean,
We could
That
make
was a
trade.
dig at you, by the way.
oh, okay.
Fucking. You know what? I can't do this with Flo no more. Oh my god.
Alright.
Every
Bear,
time he talks, it pretty much sounds like, "Wah, my pussy hurts." I'm like, I can't do this anymore with this guy.
Bear, anything else on the prior month before we
I just
move
wanna-
on?
I just want to confirm whether or not Flo is going to give us that video of Rude today, or we have to wait.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Moving on.
Next week.
Wait, by the way, Bob, it looks like AJ has popped up in the chat.
Hey, what's going on, AJ? Do you want to join us? Pull up a chair to the table. If you do, feel free. Otherwise, also feel free to just listen in. Up to you. But yeah, we just finished talking about the prior monthly, so let's talk about the current monthly. We got Otis and Tucky, Heavy Machinery. We got Snoop Dogg as the host of the 4th anniversary, I suppose.
For shizzle.
Faux shizzle. Gotta love that. What are you guys thinking of the outlook of this month so far? There's a lot going on with this month already. Talent Up was pretty interesting with the fact that you can take up a card to 5-star silver and get a good chunk of points now. Did anybody else take up anything to 5-star silver for Talent Up? What are your plans for the overall month? And the final thing, which is kind of on my end at least, what I kind of liked is they brought back the weekly shop with those shirts for the Gauntlet Blitz perks. So you can get your Blitz perks and Tour perks, which is something else that I think they fucked up on, maxed already by like day 2 or day 3 of the month, which is a huge uptick in my opinion for how those specific perks should work. Those are the PvE perks, not PvP perks, and those you should have on day 1 or day 2. I think for the entire month is a great change. What's everybody thinking of this month so far?
That was the single greatest mistake they've ever made, if it was a mistake.
I don't know. Farmageddon was pretty good.
It's definitely top 3, Bear.
Z-Rock was pretty nice.
At least in 2021.
You mean
guys didn't let me
Zombie
finish.
Page?
Yeah, Z-Rock/Page.
Guys, I said in 2021.
Okay, yeah, for sure, 2021. Can't
I don't
argue
know. I'm
that.
looking forward to getting another Volkov gear just to have it ripped out from under me.
Anybody want to talk about this month? If not, I can start it off. I don't mind. Tucky looks good. Otis looks good. They both look interesting like showboats. They don't look like they're super tippy top tier. They're going to be good. Otis is, to me is, I was talking with Cable about it, kind of like Dango is kind of built for Showdown with that tag link. Otis is kind of built for feud instead of Showdown. So Otis is kind of like the feud version of Dango with yellows and protect gems and just trying to keep your opponent down with Honky Tonk Man and armor. Looks okay, looks pretty good. Nothing that I'm super crazy about. I'm kind of just sticking with my plan like I said last month. I will be doing this month however I would normally do it. I'm not specifically chasing him. I'm not specifically passing on him. I like the way the plate looks at the end of the month, which is
Oh,
in my
they finally
opinion,
added it?
Yeah, did you not see it? It's heavy.
I didn't.
Yeah,
gonna
Heavy
go look.
Machinations. It's what it's called, and it looks a little bit different than the other MP plates, but it's yellow to green. So I like the way yellow to green looks for a lot of cards. Specifically, moving forward with the 5-star silver gameplay, I kind of want to get that plate for Adam Cole, because Adam Cole would be able to recycle a little bit better with something like that. So if you can do consistent like 700,000, 800,000-ish damage and recycle on a showboat, it's pretty solid. So I'd like to try and get that plate overall. So I generally will be going after the month, not chasing it hard though. And I'm not going for the 4-star gold fuse up on Otis. Like, I'm not doing the max out all the coin events and the max out all the TP events and the spending the money for the stuff in the store. I'm not chasing like that at all. I'm just planning on doing this month, and whatever kind of falls in my lap falls in my lap. Regarding Snoop Dogg, I'm not thrilled. He looks cool. I'm not bothered by any at all. Like at all. It's cool. Celebrity in the game. Good trickster. Probably be a lot of people's top tier trickster on their account.
Gonna say the sad part is he's a really good trickster.
I'm
easily top 5.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm just on him because of it's all paywalled. So like I'm not really sold on him with that.
Until he pulls him out of a present.
Even still, I wouldn't prioritize him over the other tricksters. Like
You also have Gooker.
Yeah, I have Gooker.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna
Eddie
say.
at 5. I would love to get Gooker's gear. It would make him stupid OP, but that's besides the point. But yeah, I'm not crazy over him. No, my God, Jakati, I don't want to hear anything about my RNG. But yeah, that's my outlook on the month. The month looks really good so far. I'm interested in it. I think the tag link between Tucky and Otis is stupid. I think it should have been like protect gems do 100% more, or they get 100% health or something. The damage is just a waste. Snoop Dogg I've already addressed. The perks I think are awesome. I already touched base on that with the Tour and the Blitz perks. And the only other thing that I haven't spoken about, at least from my end with this specific month, is the talent up. I took up 1 card to 5 bronze, 1 card to 5 silver, and I was done with the talent up and maxed it. And the cards that I took up was Dragon to 5 bronze and Hogan to silver. And that's my month. Oh yeah, so yeah, that's right, Rude. So I won a giveaway towards the end of last month, and that was for one of the pick and choose your Hall of Fame characters. So I ended up picking and choosing Eddie. So
rigged.
Are we still considering that a win?
My God,
when did you know you were gonna win?
Oh my God! Once
before
my
the
name
event.
was called.
Yeah, but when did he originally tell you?
When my name was called.
I seen him tag him in the server 2 days before the stream.
Oh my God. You guys are ridiculous. Alright, anybody else on this month? Somebody talk to me about this month.
This month I'm not.
Get Envy. I'll stop abusing Bob for a minute.
Alright. This month I'm not really chasing too hard. I'm kind of walking behind, figuratively sticking just a tip in. But I did go all in on the talent up. I got Randy the 5-star, and then I did a WWVD, what would Vin do, and pressed the button on Showboat Wendi, which was...
Oof.
I didn't want to do it, but Vin said it'd be okay, so I did it.
Vin will tell you taking Striker Austin to 5-star silver is okay, and his rationale will be that a skill plate like Heavy Machinations will come out and he'll be OP.
The only good thing is when Striker Austin is mentioned, that's somebody that's hated more than me.
Nope. Let's just be clear. Definitely not. Flow is a new photo.
The whole time, but I remember the podcast. Like, it made total sense when he said it. I'm gonna do it. I got all these Showboat tokens. I'm gonna press the button. And it was either that or taking Cena 5-star silver and spending 20 million coins and doing all that stuff, and I just didn't have the money for it. So
Well, yeah, of course. If it's costing you money, you got to do what the resources allow. That's just kind of how it shakes out. Oh, it's a rough one, man. I'm sorry you had to click that button though. What are you
Yeah, so this
thinking?
time
Go on.
I'm gonna do better. I'm actually gonna take some people I like up this month instead of focusing on Otis and Tucker, and just move steady along to get my squad where I want it to be. So next time I can press buttons on the right people and not Wendy's.
What do you think about this month with Otis and Tucker?
Well, it looked fine, but Tucker is only going 4-star bronze for me just so I can do those blitzes the right way and get
Gotcha.
the max stuff for that. But otherwise, he'd have been sitting at like 3-star. But Otis, I would like to have. I'm going to play it out. I think I can pull it off, but if I don't get it, I'm not going to cry about it.
All right, fair enough. Can dig that. Sounds
And I'm
good.
disappointed I couldn't press the button on Piper because those 5-star tokens didn't do anything in the talent up, or
Mm-mm.
couldn't even hit the button if I wanted to. So
They don't do shit anymore. They'll release one more Hall of Fame month, and that's when you'll get to do Hall of Fame talent up.
it's a shame.
All right, who
Saving for a
else?
feud event.
Who else on this month broken?
Um, this month I started out. I chased Snoop for all of one pull. I was lucky enough to receive his cousin instead. Finally got Sasha. Came with her gear.
That's right. Congrats on getting Sasha.
So I'm gonna end up bringing her up as my next showboat project. I took Zombie Roman Reigns to 5-star silver,
Yep.
and I'm at him as my defense and wait for people to waste their lives trying to beat him.
It's gonna be ugly.
It is. I went into Showdown and I accidentally didn't realize that John Cena's partner was Stone Cold. So I got stuck in an infinite loop of stuns and I lost the match.
Oof.
But it took the better part of a half an hour for me to lose the match.
Jesus.
I would have just stopped using that move to kick out.
Oh no
Save
no no!
yourself
I
time.
wanted to see.
At that
I
point,
wanted
it's
to,
just testing
yeah.
it.
I wanted to see if somebody goes against him, how much of a pain in the ass he's gonna be. Because he will always prioritize blue matches because I have his blue gem damage scaled up much higher than his yellow damage right now. I think it hits almost 1,000
I think it's like 1100 or
damage
1200
higher.
more, yeah, something like that.
So since he'll always prioritize that, he'll always get the boost from the plate and charge his kick out. So if you want to waste a half hour, I got a 2.7 million health zombie Roman that's going to be on defense later. Enjoy.
Coming soon to a showdown defense near you.
Yep. But as far as this month goes, I will be chasing Otis. And I say chasing rather rather loosely. I'm not going to be spending for him. Like, I'm not even going to buy the step up packs or anything. It's going to be do everything to where I normally do and hope for the best. If I don't get it, it sucks. But I do want that plate at the end now that I've looked at it and realized how much more OP that would make Showboat John Cena.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna have to go for it. There's just no two ways about it.
You hurt my insides, broken.
Why?
You just hurt my insides.
But Showboat John Cena.
He tickles my insides.
See?
Vin told me Showboat John Cena, he's going to be the next big showdown.
You know what? Now, if Vin said it, I'm completely against John Cena going up any higher. Sucks because he's a button click away from 5-star bronze.
Yes, Jacati, Showboat fucking Cena is what you're listening to Broken Trolling about right now.
Who says I was trolling?
So, who else would like to talk about the month that isn't trolling?
What makes you think I'm trolling? Back
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Yes, Jacati, this is a Vin thing, but like without the actual Vin behind it.
A Vin thing without Vin.
Right.
Tucker, it looks. I mean, we've had worse. He's not done. He's not Mella.
He's not Road Dogg.
Yeah, he's not Road Dogg. So I mean, he's in the middle of the line. He seems like he's going to be decent. As always, I'll do the normal. I'll go after Otis, but with the new TP lock going on, I'll probably won't take the 4-star fuse. Good news is with it going back to a 4-week instead of a 5-week, it does look like they, at least week 1, made the change and did it well for once. I know it's weird giving them...
We went from a 4-week to a 4-week, just so you know.
Was last month 4?
Hall of Fame was 4 weeks because that was their reasoning for why everything was much more expensive.
Oh, that's right.
Because they went from a 5-week to a 4-week, and
Okay.
they
Yeah,
still
5, 4,
wanted
4.
X amount of coins spent for the contest overall.
Geniuses. With that, I feel like they had a scheme here. They seem to be giving out 5-star bronze Tuckers fairly more frequent than you'd be used to at the beginning of the month. And with that and people doing the talent up, I feel that it makes certain people that where they are in the leaderboard seem farther behind. That makes them feel behind. And I think that's their strategy to make them want to bump up and spend more to get into their usual places in the leaderboard, even though it's going to be just for the beginning. So I think that could be an underlying cunning strategy there. Rest of the month we'll see. My hope is with the tag teams and they keep going tag teams, are we going to see the Street Profits at the end of the month? Because I'll go all in.
Unfortunately, the Street Profits are still wrestling, so you won't see them in the game for another couple of years.
They got injured, didn't they? You're saying there's a chance?
I'm pretty sure that they were trying to get the Revival in next. They're just working out a couple things with AEW right now.
Yeah, it's the month of outdated tag teams.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, they haven't broke up yet. There hasn't been a heel turn. Yeah, I could see them going Bushwhackers. Weren't they rumored like forever ago?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Headbangers are the next tag team we're gonna see.
Road Warriors?
No, unfortunately, because of things with Road Warrior Hawk, they will never put Road Warriors in the game.
Sad.
And it sucks because Legion of Doom was probably my favorite tag team growing up.
Yeah, that'd probably be the Hogan earnings of tag teams too, so that sucks for them.
But they can't use Hawk, and I'm pretty sure they can't use Animal because of certain concussion shit.
That's pretty shitty.
Yep.
Well, we'll just come up with some other broken up tag teams.
But, yeah.
Like the Broken and Bear Express.
I think they're going to actually put the New Day in here. Biggie and I think Spike Dudley or something.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting one.
Oh,
Snoop Dogg, I don't really care about. I did a handful of polls, nothing big. Especially seeing as they're raising the price on that pretty largely. The coolest thing they did is in the store of putting the picture into the storefront. I thought that was actually kind of creative. It's cool getting the they seem to be getting a little bit more creative with the deals they're going to come out with the big birthday month. I guess we'll see what the rest of the month brings.
all right. Anybody else on the month? Bear?
I'm actually going to go all in because I have too many projects not to go all in, which often makes me wonder how people don't go in all these months with all these big projects a lot of us have. And I'm hoping just one day that I'll get my final sock to take 123 Kid to 5-star silver.
That's gonna be huge.
He really ruined the rest of my plans. I had to put some makeshift talent up together, which was upsetting.
But you're enjoying the 123 Kid, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. I think people oversell his triple yellow build quite a bit, but he's a lot of fun.
I mean, it's good that you at least have a top tier card that like you've invested in, and you're not upset about it. You know, there's a lot of people that have invested in taking cards 5-star that they're like, I really wish I took somebody else.
Yeah, I forget who was. Somebody was looking at my roster the other day, and they're like, "How do you only have?" I want to say I only have like 4 or 5. Maybe I'm up to 6 now, 5-stars, because I really slow played the hell out of it.
Gotcha.
I might be up to. Yeah.
But they're all like silver now.
No, I don't have any silvers yet.
I see lies.
No,
I'm going on your account tomorrow.
God, I really have no silvers. But like, if you look at who my 5-star bronze are, they're all pretty ridiculous folks.
Oh, they're all meta characters.
Yeah, like looking at mine, it's Sacco, the Fiend with his gear, Hogan, 123 Kid, Keith Lee. Now there's Dragon, Z Roman, and Z Brian.
I mean, I'm in a similar boat. I didn't have any strikers at 5-star because I didn't think any of them were good enough to go 5-star, except for Triple H, Shawn, and unfortunately, the amount of resources needed to dump in them while still dumping into other cards and your month longs, and I've been so low on blue or yellow TP so long that it just makes it impossible to get them up. So this month I said, fuck it, I brought Luke Harper up because his moves were maxed. He just needed the coin, and I needed I need a striker at 5-star just for requirements, and I think he's a solid card still.
He for sure is. I remember when we talked about that.
Plus, it made it a little easier to want to bring him up after his passing. So,
little moment of nostalgia for you.
Oh yeah, he's quite the superstar, and when he's actually allowed to perform.
But otherwise, on the month, I mean, like I mentioned, the perk, whether or not that was a mistake or not, I hope it wasn't a mistake. Broken's going to real quick come off mute and tell me it definitely was a mistake to be able to basically week 1 allow somebody, if they wanted to get it, to max their tour perks and their blitz perks. But even happy that the coin and TP is back in the store, in those league shops.
Yep.
I think that's pretty critical if people actually want to move up to 5-star. I'm interested what happens at the end of this month with the talent up, because it seemed like 1 5-star and 1 5-star bronze. Sorry, 1 5 silver, 1 5-star bronze was a little too light.
No, it worked for
based
me.
on some Scopely standards.
I was overboard. Oh, are you saying like for what you think it should be?
He's saying it's too light. Like they could have really actually gotten like a 5-star silver and 2 or 3 5-star bronze out of people to actually make them put effort forth.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just thought it was light considering what they've done before when they've dropped new ones.
Yeah. Then again, to be fair, Barry, you always think the talent up is light, and you've been wanting tiers of talent up rewards for a while.
I want tiers of everything, especially for VIP.
VIP is something that we've been pushing for them to revamp, but
yeah, where's that stretch goal at the end of the talent up?
Well, that's what Bear's looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Bear's
Can we
looking
stop
for...
giving them ideas? That'd be great, because us common folk down here that don't have all the Hall of Fames that we pulled last month, we would.
What did any of this have to do with Hall of Fame? Why are we living in the past?
Nope. That's where I reside. Thank you.
I agree with you, Broken, about the Hall of Fame characters. We should really ban Flow. But
I think we should.
no, I mean I would like at some point for either the rewards to. I guess the rewards are in line right now with what you're putting into the town up.
I
But would I
disagree. I
mind?
think they're light. What do you
Um,
really get in a talent up that's worth much of a fuck? Exactly.
I mean, I was talking more about the leaderboard rewards. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, the leaderboard is your stretch goal.
Right.
If you want whatever's on the leaderboard, yes, you're going to have to put that extra effort forth.
Yeah, that's the issue. They're not going to come out with a milestone for it because the milestone is the leaderboard. The milestone
Yeah.
is the Sasha Banks or is the Johnny Gargano or
I
is
mean,
the Ken Shamrock.
Realistically, at the end of the day, why would they do that when 100 people could really stretch and get it? As opposed to, well, we're going to control that there's only 3 out there and we can get them to stretch even farther by having them compete with each other because there's only 3 of them. So instead of saying, okay, well, at 100 million is when you get this prize, being almost double the talent up, once you, Flo, and Bob get to 100, if I still want the leaderboard, now I have to get to 105, 110. Try to put some space in between us. So it's a very elastic stretch goal that they've got in the leaderboards. And it's just too limited. I think if anything, they should extend those to the top 20.
Right. Or I think maybe we'll see next month where the reward's actually a 5-star bronze character.
That
I don't think you're
is
going to see
coming.
that for a bit.
I don't see that coming for a long time.
Not until
I see that coming in like
5-star gold comes out.
I was gonna say I see that coming in what, Broken, like October-ish, August maybe to October.
Yeah,
And they're gonna give us
I'll
like a
be
shitty
honest,
card like Ricky Steamboat again.
I'm really surprised that they are now starting to put 5-star bronzes in the loot, because even when 3-star gold was in the loot for the first time, it was Papa Shango. It took the better part of 6 months before we seen another 3-star golden loot.
That's why I'm saying I don't. The loot is one thing, but actually being given one as a prize, you're talking about another like 6 to 9 months out from that point, from the time they're starting to be put into the loot, and it's gonna be a shit one. Like the 4-star gold they gave us out first was Junkyard
Striker
Dog.
Sting.
Wasn't it Junkyard Dog?
No. I'm saying Striker Sting will be the first 5-star they give.
Yeah.
No,
It's gonna be a shit card, but that's the point.
That's a lie. It's gonna be Vince McMahon.
Yeah, that's. Dude, that card used to be so paywalled. That card was the paywall when D9 was out. Him and Honky Tonk when D9 was out. Those two were the paywall cards, but Vince specifically was the rare one at that point in time. And I remember because we were talking with Danny, there was one
Vince
event.
was an event.
Exactly, there was one
the
event
top 100
for top
got
100, and that was it.
Yeah. And then Honky Tonk Man, I would say, was even more paywalled by the fact that he was only in loot.
He was a pull, right?
And it was one of those really expensive loots where you don't even get shards, you get like 1-star silver tokens and shit in it.
Yep, it was shitty. Both of them were not great cards. I remember that card used to be the paywall card for the longest time, and then it's like, nah, guys, we're giving out a 3-star bronze Vince, a 3-star gold Vince, a 4-star bronze Vince, and if you guys really want to stretch for it, we'll even give you a 4-star gold Vince. Okay. 3 weeks later, guys, 4-star gold Vince is the reward again.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Look at Sting. They wanted to put him in the talent up at 4-star gold, and they already had the SuperBowl thing planned.
It didn't matter whether they did Sting or Shamrock. Everyone was going to get dupes. At the end of the day, it didn't matter whether it was Sting or Shamrock. This way, though, to be real, at least everybody got Shamrock out of the talent up and can use him for the attitude shit.
And for the Blitz.
Yeah.
That was the key thing there.
So
that helped so many people out.
I gotta give it to him on that one. I'm happy they put Shamrock back instead of Sting. But yeah, it's been a funny month. It's been a funny month so far, and it hasn't even been all that big yet. But anything else on the monthly that anyone wants to talk about? I think somebody brought up the one free coin in the prize wall. Yeah,
Keep clicking, it'll be fun.
that was brought up. Um, it was stupid. It's there for quote unquote fun. Um, there was supposedly a secret prize, um, but no one could promise when it was, or if everybody gets it, or if the first person that gets there gets it. There was no nothing. Um, yeah, it's just there for fun. Uh, I can't necessarily explain why it's there, um, but it's there. Have fun, guys. That's that's there.
Enjoy.
Yeah, it's eh, it's stupid.
I do like how the month is looking though, as far as looking forward. Um, they brought the League coin shop back, which you guys had already mentioned. Unfortunately, it doesn't really seem like they're doing much with it.
So
Um,
I kind of want to touch on that. I was looking, I was looking at this weekend's Erik polls on the web portal, and I was looking at the ones that came with those league credits for coins and TP,
sure.
and I was comparing them to what we had paid for last time. Which, yes, if you compare, what we got last time was drastically better. However, it wasn't a bad deal this time around. What I ended up getting from being in League 16, not 17, um, was a total of 50 of the TP credits and 70 of the coin ones, which came out to 800 TP and 8.4 million coin, along with 37 pulls, and it was $60.
Yeah, that ain't bad. But I'm talking more as a
As a
overarching
whole,
thing here is they're not readily available yet, which we don't know what's going to happen the rest of the month, so I can't really say much.
right.
But if you look at this weekend alone, there's the opportunity to get 20 million coins. I think that is massive.
It's a good chunk.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking 5 million accompanying each thing. You got 8 million in the solo, which not everybody's going to get. And then you've got 2 million in the faction event. So there's 20 million coins up for grabs this weekend alone. Hopefully they will continue doing this, and it just goes to further the point of TP will continue to be the choke point.
Yep. So, no Snickers. I did not pull anything good out of the 37. I got 2 sets of 3-star gold Farouks, which turned into 800 shards. That was my fancy pull. And then 7 Erik shards. 2, 2, and 3. So no, I didn't get anything good out of the pull. But when I compare what they normally charge TP and coin prices for, and it's like normally when you do a 100 pull, now you get that one offer, and the one offer comes with like 4 million coins or 3 million coins, and usually like 300 TP, something along those lines. Um, so it's it's like, yeah, in that case, why not pay half the price, get more than double the coins in TP, and then I still get the same 100 pull. It's a 37 pull instead of a 40. So it's not as great compared to what we got before, which, yeah, for $100 was what, 3,200 TP and 24 million coins for $100. It was like, yeah, that's great, but there was no pulls that came with it, and it's like that's what people are going to complain about. I'm not going to complain about that side,
I think that the
but I like
the one the one offer they have on the portal, if I was chasing Erik, I probably would have gotten. Comes with 100 of the league coins. Comes 100 of the league TPs, and it comes with 65 pulls instead of 55 for $100.
So yeah, see, in that case, instead of getting your typical 4 million coins and 300 TP, now you're talking about getting 12 million coins, and you're talking about getting how many league credits did you say? 10?
It was 100, so
100
it's
also, so
10 pulls worth.
1600. So 1600 TP. So now you're talking about 12 million coins and 1600 TP instead
And 10
of
extra pulls
right,
on top.
instead of 4 and 300, and you're getting more pulls. So like I think it's gonna be okay. I don't think it's gonna be as good though. What I think is gonna happen, Broken, and this is kind of what it bothers me because like you said, we don't know what's readily available right now and what's going to be available throughout the month. What concerns me and what I'm like thinking is going to happen is it's gonna be towards the end of the month that they're gonna just sell the credits off, kind of like they did that
That's
other time.
completely possible too. They have to show that this is lucrative,
I mean,
and if they have to sell more for less, they
come
will.
on, dude. This is one of the most lucrative things they could have ever come out with.
No,
Both
but
of
I'm
us know
saying
that.
for shareholders, if not many people are jumping on the offers as they are now, you will see better offers
In the future.
to justify it. Like they're still in the experimentation. They're the experimentation phase of they gave us so much for so little during the R-Truth event that they're wondering, okay, well, if we up the price and down the amount, will people still buy it? No, people won't buy it. Okay, well, we're gonna have to find a medium ground here because too many people bought it for R-Truth. It's the funny thing about the company is it's like they're allergic to money because once they see something makes too much money, they tone it way back.
Yeah. It's actually pretty shitty now that you mention it. They really do.
I mean, in this game, I understand you wanting to sell resources. I understand that you have to have a checks and balances of how many people have what cards because yes, you are not going to make any money on loot if everybody has all the cards. Personally, I'm sadistic, so I would pull on the loot for TP or shards for fuse points. If my TP was running low and there was good odds to get superstar, I would still do pulls based on that. But as it stands now, where I do need coins and I do need TP more than anything else, more than I even need superstars, if I look in the loot and there's only 2 or 3 people in there that I don't have, I'm not pulling. He's like, you couldn't pay me to pull.
Yeah, no, that's the part. That's the point that I'm at now too. Even if it's like two very good like if Keith Lee is one of the two that I'm missing, and it's like Fiend and Hollywood Hogan, but those are the 3 cards that I'm missing. It's like, yeah, those would be great additions, but I'm not fucking pulling on that loot.
Yeah. So
It's just it's an interesting point in the game. I think the shops are a great addition. I think it sucks that they have to be paywalled. I think this should just be naturally things that we get anyway. And they already owned up to the fact that before of quote resources shouldn't be a paywall or resources shouldn't be a barricade from you advancing your roster. So the fact that they're trying to monetize it after saying that is really fucking shady and shitty. But that being said, because we know who they are and we know the type of game that we play, we can also realize a good deal when it sees us, when we see it in the face. When you're comparing 4 million coins and 300 TP to 24 million coins and 3,200 TP, 3,200 TP, it's like, yeah, why the fuck would I take A when I can have B? But the issue is, at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to be forced to take B because you want to advance your roster. But at this point in the game, if you want to maintain that competitive streak because it's come out now, you kind of do. Like, you kind of do need all those millions of coins and thousands of TP. When I was just looking at my project list, like, yeah, it's not everything that I want to take up this moment, but even if I chopped it into thirds, just into thirds of 10 projects, which is less than 2 per class, I need 300 million coin and 70,000 TP at least. And it's like, that's just an obscene amount. It's just an obscene amount of resources.
I mean, I don't have a problem with them monetizing resources, personally. As long as you're not monetizing all of the resources or even the majority of the resources. Um, I still feel like if they want to sell resources, they have to do it at a fair price for the resources. Right now, how they have it, I mean, you could even look back to the Art Truth month. I still think that was quite a bit of a high price for resources that should be readily available to people.
That's fair.
But it was the better of anything that we've seen.
Fair enough. Anybody else on the League Shop?
My question is, when I go from 16 to 17, will it change even though it already started?
Yes.
That's what I like to hear.
It will update to whatever your league is at that moment. So you should get 20 more TP per, and you should get an extra 210,000 coin per purchase.
Yeah, and it's a shame too because I was on my way, and actually, if I remember right, they released the talent up a little bit early than they usually do because it's usually like 8 hours before it starts as of late. But this is the one they did in 3 pieces as the week came out, even before that weekend event came out, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And when I seen how much points you got for that 5-star silver, that's what made me pump the brakes a little bit. And I was like, I can hold off, and next month I can start chugging the coins in the TP. And that came back to bite me in the ass because that's what actually cost me the Piper tokens that I needed and didn't know I was going to need.
There you go, man. That's the killer. Yeah, when I saw the points, that's when I decided I'm just taking up 1 silver. And then obviously the points when they went live weren't the same, but it still kind of stuck with my plans anyway. I wanted to take up 1 to silver so I could have a silver, and I was planning on taking up 1 who I took up dragon to bronze because I'm planning on taking him silver soon too. And I can't work on him at 5 bronze unless he is 5 bronze. So that was the plans, was going to be the silver and the bronze even if I shot over. And then points changed for some reason when it went live, but is what it is. But anybody else on the league shops before we move on? Going once? Going twice. Alright. How about the Showdown event? We got Showdown kicking off in about 50 minutes. Mail, I think, is the thought. Planning on chasing Erik. Obviously, I know some people here already pulled Erik. We could talk about that if you guys would like. What you guys think of Erik. What you guys are planning to do at the Showdown event. I haven't even looked into who the bonus cards are yet or not myself. But yeah, I'm treating this one kind of standard. Going for whatever I can. I got the credits that I wanted to get from the web shop, which came with the pulls, like I said, and that's all the pulls I'm doing. I'm not actually pulling for the card. Personally, I don't think the card is all that impressive, so I'm not bothered on pulling for him compared to the other strikers that are out there.
Am I wrong in thinking that he's just a sideways Big Kev?
Nope, you're not. He's just what he really is, Broken. He's an improved Robocina. That's what he is.
To a T.
He's an improved Robocina. The only difference is that Robocina is consistently turn 1 if the gems are on the board. The flip side is that Robocina doesn't always get to break all the rows, whereas Erik does, because you're choosing everything. So it's a give and take, but that's who I put him about on par with. So I'm not bothered by him like in the slightest.
Unless they gave
there.
Charge a 9K.
I was just gonna say, so there's a second part to this, is that Ivar is expected to be released next week, for Feud, and obviously there's no tag link in the game as of yet because Ivar isn't in the game as of yet. But the thoughts are gonna be, well, what is the tag link between Erik and Ivar? Is Ivar gonna also be a striker, and if so, is it gonna turn them into the striker version of the Bludgeon Brothers? So.
Can't even really say that when Harper's
a striker, but the issue is that they do red gem damage. So
but
that's why I'm saying it.
so much that it doesn't even matter.
Right, but can you imagine if it was black gems and they were both strikers?
I mean, sure, but you still have Harper going after his third highest gem, so, and he's already a striker, so I don't think it would make an astronomical difference for him to target the blacks as opposed to the reds.
I don't know, man.
You might get him
what's
to hit for what, another 10,000
Harper's third gem is red or second gem is red?
third.
His third.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm looking at my Vince right now, who his third gem is purple. And if I max him out at 5-star bronze max, I think you have yours at 5 silver? Your Harper? Or 5 bronze?
5 bronze.
Okay, so at 5 bronze, my Vince is doing 7150 black gem damage.
I'm sorry. Redis is actually Harper's second gem damage.
It is the second. Okay.
It is.
So yeah, you'd be adding on an additional 2000 base gem damage from your first to your second, and that's without any of the additional metals, buffs,
Yeah,
etc.
so I mean,
that's
metals
why I
and
think
buffs
it would.
don't factor into the tag link anyways. So
Yeah, it would exactly. So that's why I'm saying it would scale pretty disgustingly. So
no,
that's
I'm
all.
saying that stuff does not, because the tag link tacks on as if it's another metal, basically. It goes off of base damage, not damage of the buff gem. It's not like a multiply. Multiply goes off of whatever the damage is.
Now
Things
I'm
like
interested in seeing that because I didn't think that's how that worked. I thought it worked.
I'm fairly positive that every time I've used Bludgeon Brothers, it goes based off of base gem damage.
Interesting. I'll have to test that out then.
I
With
mean,
another,
I could try it right now.
I'll do it with another tag link or something. But my thought was like, if I got my gem damage up to 10k before going into the match, and that's because of metals and all that stuff, on like that preliminary screen, you know, where it shows you all the perks
Yeah.
and stuff, I figure that that's what it will boost off of. So like if you have 18,000 red gem damage there, then it'll go at 250% when you go into the match. That was my thought, that it would go up to like 45k.
Mm,
Otherwise, it would just go off your base, which is like, what, 5k-ish or something, and then it would just boost you to like 30k, like 28 or 30k. But
I'll figure it out.
regardless,
They could
that's
go
the
the
thought.
multiply route as well.
Yeah, but that's the thought, is that Ivar's coming out next week. There's going to be a link between the two of them. Hopefully it makes them OP. But outside of that, I'm not bothered of chasing right now. And this is kind of what I was saying. Once I saw Erik come out, I immediately called it. Ivar's going to come out later. Ivar's going to be the good one. They're going to have a good tag link. And he's going to be the one that people are going to be upset they didn't chase Erik because now they have Ivar. Or now they have a chance of getting Ivar. And they don't have the tag link. That was my thought on it. But even with that in mind, I'm not bothered or stressing it.
The tag link takes effect instantly while they're sitting on the roster. Because as soon as I bring up the page of all the damage and everything, since the tag link is active, it shows that my red gems hit for 19.3 thousand.
Oh, okay. So if you take out Rowan, then what does it say they hit for?
If I take out Rowan, it says it hits for 6.45. So it's buffing base gem damage.
And what's your base gem damage on Harper?
6.45.
That's not true because you have metals on him.
Okay, that's what I'm saying is the metals aren't, like, this isn't taking into account metals. Or I'm sorry, yeah, it is. Hang on. I'll have to go into a match and try it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The way their math scales is funky. But I thought it was always afterwards. But regardless. Anyway. Back to Erik.
5.1.
Who's got thoughts on Erik? I know we have two people in here with 5-star bronze. Well, 2 5-star bronze Eriks combined on their accounts.
You pretty much hit the nail on the head when you said he's the improved version of Robo Cena. I personally wanted to. I wished if they didn't add that victory tour at the thing at the very end, which tempted me a little. I wanted to just leave him as fodder for when that 5-star blitz requirement came in, because that would have been awesome to have somebody sitting down there that I could plug in and play, and then not have to worry about that. But pretty much he blows up 5 rows every turn. And that's just what he does. It just constantly recycles, never ending. He's a striker, but it's all gem damage, not too much move damage. So it's nerfable for sure.
Kind of
Yeah.
Hopefully that tag link makes him OP, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm. The minute I pulled him, I was like, I had no care in the world. Then I pulled him, and I'm like, "What's the tag link?" I've been asking everywhere. who can give me that? What's the tag link?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Correct.
Ask me in 2 weeks, and I might know.
All right.
Ask you in a week, and you should know.
Sit there and not.
Yeah,
He'll forget.
Well, the issue is even though he comes out in a week, I won't pay attention because I don't have Erik. So
I'll tell you next week, Flo.
All right, I'm holding you to it.
Bear, talk to me about the showdown. The Erik. What's
I don't
going
want
on
to talk
with you?
about Erik.
Okay,
It's
all
real
right.
It's a real thorn in my side what they did to me.
You-
I mean, he blew through his tour at 6K.
Okay.
So I mean, not that the talent was overly scaled up, but I mean, literally, I took whatever they gave me in terms of coin and just invested it back in him, and he managed to get through hell. I think he 3-starred every node except for one.
Good shit. I like that.
So I mean, he's not terrible.
Any crazy plans for Chase and Ivar following week, or anything for the showdown event?
I just actually was on my Intel server, and I heard they're not going to release Ivar, so he's getting no tag link.
Gotcha.
And by the way, this is the Intel server that I share only with the Dogg.
Okay, understood.
So it's complete. So while Flo is meanwhile sharpening knives in his kitchen.
I don't know. Fleming said next week for feud, Ivar. So
I trust him. I mean, this was one that was. I didn't mean to pull him. I went and got the store credits like you did, and he came out twice. So
That's insane.
I'll take the free one for what it was worth. But
That's fair.
yeah, I mean, I'll see how Ivar is. It might force me to grind next weekend.
Yeah, if he's a leaderboard prize, are you gonna go for an all-nighter on feud?
Depending what it is. I mean, it's Valentine's Day, so that'll be real nice. So I might as broken. We might as well just plan for this now.
yeah, no, I'm with you.
Let's just have a threesome of love feuding.
Let's not and say we did.
Oh god. All right, Envy,
Gina,
bring us
I'll-
home. What's your thoughts
gonna-
on the showdown?
I'm gonna send
Well,
Gina
it's
flowers
all-
in advance.
What's up, Envy?
As always lately, I'm going to do the 2-bar method and wait till about 8 before I start and just ride it out.
It
not
works,
get beat
doesn't
up a
it?
bunch. It does. It's been working perfectly. I got my new team, Striker Evolution, Randy and Triple H,
Ooh.
and we're going to be out there running through people or getting killed on the 4th turn. One way or another, this thing's going to go... It's one or another. Either Randy takes you out turn 2 or he's dead. And... I don't care which way it goes. I'm going to use these health packs. I'm going to help out the faction and
We're gonna grind it out.
hopefully get that boss time plate, which I have no chance of getting. But if I get it, I will celebrate
That's gonna
by
be a hell
putting
of a
it on
play.
nobody.
Yeah, I was gonna say hell of a place to put on nobody.
Yeah, I'm not mad that they're giving out that plate. I don't understand why they're giving out that one.
Because they fixed it. Here you go. We fixed it, guys. Here you go.
Well, I know it's fixed. It's just a weird plate to give out for something that has nothing to do with these guys.
It would have been great if they gave out the Sid Powerbomb plate ever since they actually fixed that. But you know.
They fixed that too?
Yeah, man. I didn't spread the news on that one. I didn't blow the horn. Sid's power bomb's fixed finally.
Come on. They fixed it in a good way or the bad way?
No, it works the way it reads now. So
Oh.
for some people that's actually really good because 4K is a lot higher than what their power gems would be. For other people it's really bad because they had Sid at 5 bronze or 5 silver and it's no longer spitting out 13K power gems on black gems. So for some good, for some bad. For my mentality on it, I think it's proper. I think it's working the way that it should work. So I'm not bothered by it, thankfully, or it's fine to me, because the same people who enjoyed it for 13,000 black gem power gems were also getting hated and hating it and despising it because of the one power gem loot gems. So it was fucked up. So I think overall for everybody across the board that this was a proper fix, and it was a fix that people were requesting that it took place since day one. The boss time one obviously was one that people enjoyed and didn't want them to fix, but you know, can't have everything broken that you want.
Well, it works well on Randy, so I'm not going to complain. But on Oscar, it was feeling great when she just pumped him out over and over and over again.
Yeah,
But
with Asuka, she just kind of dumps him consistently. It's a little disgusting. But yeah, and with that new Hall of Fame Nikki now as that coach, they'll all be doing chunks more damage.
I love her.
I'm so happy for you, man. It's a killer pull. All right, anybody else on Showdown?
I just love it. I just love Envy's enthusiasm.
It's
just like
it's
I
undying.
love her.
It is undying. It is great.
We need more Envies and less flows.
Fuck you.
Broken, can you second that vote?
I can second that vote.
I think everybody just needs more envy. That's kind of how it works.
You know what?
I don't know what you're going to
Did he do the dramatic hang up?
He did.
We'll be back.
Anyway.
Her attention always just come right back.
Yeah, look at me. Look,
Now
look
he's going
me
to
in
drop
the
something
eyes.
in chat about a super faction or something like that. And
Oh, that's happening anyway. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Jesus. Anybody
But,
else on Showdown?
Yeah, I was just gonna bring up, when does the negativity and complaint wall hit that there's a 4-star silver wall and everybody that don't have one?
Oh, the 5 silver wall this time around.
Yeah. The 5 silver
Crying
wall.
comes soon.
I mean, yeah.
I'm expecting it to happen today.
I think I've been warning on the podcast it was coming for weeks.
I'm
And
expecting
today it's going to hit, and I expect it to be big. How are we supposed to? There's no way. I can't get above 500. I can't get above 300. I can't get above 2.
It's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure.
Yep.
Gonna just have to whip out Hogan and T and see if it works. Throw it at the wall and see if it sticks.
Hope and a prayer.
But
I'm not worried about it yet.
But yeah, anybody else on Showdown? Going once, twice, and sold. Let's talk about the final thing on the hit list for today before we kick it and hang out with the community before Showdown kicks off in about 30 minutes or so. The Super Bowl community event. What do you guys think about this? This is
Everybody go Tampa.
I think
and
this
go
is what
fast.
the second community event they've done recently.
I think they're overextending this community event.
And
We'll see when the prices come out. But this is one of those. The last one was too underwhelming, so now they're trying to find the balance, and they're gonna make it way too overwhelming.
So you think that's going to be too good for us, and they're going to try and cut it down again?
Dude, they're giving out 10 million coins and a Hall of Fame character that wasn't. If they gave out Eddie, it wouldn't really shock me because a lot of people have been pulling him, and there was a lot of shards given out for him recently. So it would kind of make sense to give him out, although it also makes sense to try to squeeze people of the last few shards. But for them to give out one that they barely gave any shards out for last month, it kind of surprises me when we got permission to look at the draft for the blog. The mods were talking about it, and they were like, well, we were trying to get a grasp on how the event worked so that when the blog went live, we could explain it to people. And it was a little bit more. It was a lot less polished, even though the final blog post is still confusing.
Right.
But there was more questions that we had that got answered on the final draft of the blog. And when they were talking about it, and they were like, well, Sting, you could get either of the Stings. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, well, Icon Sting is definitely going to be one of them because they tried to give him out in the Talon Up, and he's the most common Sting. They can't give Wolfpack out, and Hall of Fame Sting just seems like he's too far out of reach for people. Not something that they're going to give out very willy-nilly.
Sure.
So I was thinking that while they were talking about it, I was thinking that it was going to be Striker and Acro Sting.
Right.
And Acro Sting really fit the MO of being given away. He's been a 2-star in loots on the lower end of the whether he's common or whatever.
And then he has a gear they could try and
He has the
market it.
gear
Yeah.
that you can try to get in the gear loot. He is one of 2 legend acrobats
3.
in the game. Or sorry, I forgot about Dragon.
Yeah.
But I mean, none of them are exactly common.
No.
And I would say overall, Surfer Sting kind of fit who I was expecting to see. Once I actually opened up the draft and I looked at it and read through, I was like, wait, Hall of Fame Sting? Like, is this real or are you trolling me? So I think they're being very generous with the card alone, even though he's at a lower rarity than the Striker Sting. Plus,
Yeah, but we don't know
you're
what the event
talking.
entails because there's a lot of tickets that need to be bought, and we don't know what the price is going to go to.
Yeah,
We don't know
absolutely
any of
correct.
this.
But if you stop and think about it, unless the tickets are free with other offers, nobody's just gonna flat out buy just the ticket. Nobody's gonna spend $100 on a ticket that maybe they can get 2 million coins for after the Super Bowl's over. So they have to be smart in giving it a good price point. Because, I mean, that's the ultimate RNG, I guess. Scopely has no control over the odds either. Everything's going to be said and done before the Super Bowl even starts. You won't be able to buy tickets during the Super Bowl. So it's not like you can tip the scales in
Wait,
your
doesn't the
favor.
event start on Sunday though? So we're only gonna have like a 3-hour span to buy tickets?
No, the event starts in 20 minutes.
The Super Bowl event?
Correct.
Oh, that was my misunderstanding then. I thought
No,
that started on Sunday.
it goes from the 6th to the 7th.
Okay.
Let me just double check.
That was my
because
misunderstanding then. I was understanding that it started tomorrow. That's what it is, Don J. Thank you. Halftime Heat is a different event which starts tomorrow. That's what I was reading about. Apologies. Thank you
no,
for clearing
halftime
that up.
heat is the Sting one. It begins on 2/6 at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So today's the 6th. Yeah, it starts in less than a half an hour.
Okay, so Halftime Heat is the name of the tours, which comes out tomorrow. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you, DJ.
I think the tours come out today too.
Huh.
This
Well,
whole contest takes place from today into tomorrow.
yeah,
The whole contest.
I see what
That
AJ just
includes.
posted. It says the community event begins at on 2/6 at noon and ends on 2/7 at 6 p.m. PET. Halftime Heat starts at 2/7 at noon, which is 3 p.m. Eastern, and ends at 2/8 at noon, which is 3 Eastern. Okay, so the community event goes from 2.6 to 2.7, and then halftime heat goes from 2.7 to 2.8. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so basically the talent up and the tours, I guess, start tomorrow.
The halftime heat is the solo event, right? For like the talent up of The Rock and Mankind, I think is what it is.
Correct.
Okay. That would kind of make sense then. Okay, this is all starting to make sense now that I understand the timing. So you have today, the long story short is you have from today until the start of the football game tomorrow to pick your favorite, and then sometime tomorrow, which is 3 p.m. because that's when they launch all their normal events, which in theory it should be around halftime of the game, which is why it's called halftime heat, is when they release their solo event, which is for you instead of the community. So it's halfway through the event that they're trying to run throughout the
Uh,
weekend. Okay.
the tours and the event releases 3 hours before Super Bowl starts.
Right. With the name halftime should be around the time of halftime of the football game, but it's at 3 p.m. because that's when they release shit. So that
Correct.
makes sense.
But so the ticket sales will be up in the next half an hour.
Gotcha.
I've been looking in code to see how much they're going to cost, but I can't see anything.
I'm expecting it to be a
So
$10 average ticket price. That's my mentality on
I could
this.
see that,
It's what we
and
said. It's what 11,000-ish tickets per side, right?
yeah, so you figure
So per
$110,000 to give
side, which is a
everybody in the community
right. And then you're
a
saying
Hall of
two
Fame stand.
sides, so from 110 goes to like 220, and I was saying you round it up. It's about $250,000 to max a community event. It sounds about greedy enough for Scopely.
I see. I think they value Sting way too high to give out that many copies of Sting. Because
I originally thought.
let's say they value Sting at $1,000. This
Sure.
isn't just the people that spent get them. This is anybody who goes onto the portal and clicks the claim button. So you're talking about, let's say there's 50,000 players that are active in the game.
You're talking about like around 20K, sub 20K, according to the last event, which was free.
Yeah, but that was, I think you're going to see a lot more people actually go on and claim these items than you did for the last event. Because the last event was 1,000,000 coins and a gear that most people already have. Ooh, wow, big whoop-de-doo.
It was still free stuff. So
Correct,
here's
but
my outlook on that one, Broken.
anybody who was afraid to lose their account because of the portal issues and
Eh,
this and that, or I mean, let's just be real here. We have 100 people in our faction alone. We cannot convince them all to go on the portal every day.
so that's my point. There's only going to be X amount. I agree with you. This will drive more traffic, but I don't think we're
So,
going to see more than 20K on it.
okay, but let's say it's 20K.
Yeah.
Let's say they value Sting at $1,000. We know they value him at least $2,000 because that's what the
Yeah, in theory, you're talking about $20 million.
inauguration events. Not $20 million, but
Well, no, 20K at $1,000 a pop is $20 million
yeah. Okay, so they're giving $20 million worth
of a card to the community for 250K.
correct.
I think they could do that.
That's see, I don't think that's
I think this is part of their whole happy
that.
4th
No, but that's
anniversary shit because we've been so mad with them recently.
no. I get that, but I think that's why I'm saying it. This event, in my opinion, is too generous because that's
A
just the card.
1,000%.
That is just the card alone. Now you have to equate
The
for
10
a
million
4-star gold
coins, the
thing
resources,
and the 10 million.
yes,
Exactly.
100%.
So
I'm not arguing with you. I definitely feel like yes, in this particular case, they've overstepped in that sense. After hearing like the explanation
yeah.
behind it, I get it, and it does make sense. The flip side is I could see them rationalizing that it was a good deal for the community on a 4th anniversary type of event. So I could see
well,
it.
yeah.
I could
There's
see it that's what it
that.
would go at for. So for like $10 or $20 per ticket, I could see it. I don't think it needs to go for much
But
higher. I could see it at $20 a ticket, you need about what 22,000 ish is about $450,000 into the community. So again, round it up to 500K. I could see them saying it for half a million for the community. Give everybody who decides to log in Sting.
That's excluding the resource gain if that team wins the Super Bowl too.
Right.
So, as a consumer, are you going to pay $20 for one ticket when you might get 2 million coins for it, or you might get a consolation bag, quote unquote? You know what I mean? I don't think anybody's going to buy tickets if it's just one ticket for $20 and you're either going to get 2 million coins or you're getting this consolation bag, which God knows what's in it.
Probably a couple super player appreciation boxes.
Probably. But, so do you understand what I'm saying?
I
Somebody
do.
would rather just take that $20
And
and
just buy
say,
resources.
fuck it. I'll just buy 2 million coins and 5 pulls for the
For the Erik shit or whatever
Maybe
it
I get
is.
lucky on that. But that's less of a gamble to them.
Yeah, it's much more guaranteed.
So,
But I don't know. Overall, I think it's a good event. I think it's very solid. I think, like you said, it's definitely stepping kind of way out of their norm and their boundaries of what they try to normally set as like a giveaway type of thing. Um, the flip side is though because and Donjay I think hit the nail on the head, and I think you did too in your initial comments, Broken. This is all about the traffic to the portal, because realistically, and I'll give you a rundown. I was looking at my showdown rank today. I had like collected my weekly coins, which is like 2,600 coins. I had done my 37 pulls, which is approximately 100 pull, right, for 40, whatever. Maybe the 100 is 55 or something in this one, but approximately 40 pulls. I'd done all this shit. I did my mail showdown. I collected the daily coins on that one too. I went through all of the solo and did all that shit, all that great stuff, and I looked at my rank, and my rank was like 18 or 19,000th after all of that. I was like, shit. I really went, I don't know what the fuck I missed. And then I went on the portal, and I hit the 500k points from the portal claim. And I went from almost 20,000th to 900th. So I think that's the range that you're looking at is approximately like 18 to 20 grand is the people that'll hit the portal. So in this particular case, like you're saying, if there's 10 million coins on the line, and if there's a Hall of Fame mail card on the line, this will definitely be driving more traffic to the portal. I could see them maybe eclipsing 20. I don't think they will personally. I think the highest they might get to is 25. But I could see it that this is their way of trying to force traffic online. Say, guys, look, there's a whole bunch of goodies for you. All you got to do is just go to our website and just click the button. And
sure, absolutely.
that's what I think is really happening here. I think next time, though, like you said, it won't be as good as this. But I think there will be a next time. For the record, I think there will be another event like this that will drive community traffic to the portal, especially from the amount of people that they have going there with these new events. That's my take on it, but I like it. I gotta give them props on this one.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great event. It's great that people that don't spend will be able to take advantage still, even though, yeah, I'll just keep my mouth shut. But at the end of the day, I think this is something that the community just shouldn't get used to. Is basically what I'm saying. This is a really good event. I think if you're gonna expect events on the forum or any sort of community event, I think your gauge is better basing it off of the Goldberg event.
Yes, that would be a much closer representation of what these types of events will look like moving forward. But I think this is I think they realized the Goldberg one wasn't as good of a kickoff event as they wanted to drive traffic to the portal. And I think they're trying to double it up, triple it up with A, the first one wasn't as good, so we got to make this one better. B, it's our 4th anniversary month, or year rather. And C, it's the Super Bowl. So I think they were just like, we got to just make this one a banger, get people on the fucking website, bite the bullet this time, and then we'll just go back to the Goldberg type.
You give them too much credit.
Maybe I do. Who knows? Anybody else outlooks on the community event, halftime heat event? Are you looking forward to it? Are you chasing it? Are you doing the talent up? What are your plans? Talk to me about it. What do you think's going on?
They really want everybody to root for Tampa Bay. I think that's what it is. They slanted all the good prizes over there, and I'm 100% behind them. Let's get this 3-0 Tampa Bay win going.
3-0 Tampa Bay win.
Yeah, I got 3-0 in the pool, so I got a lot of money riding on this. Let's get this 3-0 Tampa Bay win. Let's get it.
Oh god, that's never gonna happen with Brady throwing the ball.
Okay, 13-10, whatever.
Scopely paid Tom Brady to throw the game.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see that one happen.
Eli Manning's not on the other side. We may be all right.
Fair.
As much as I hate Brady, man, that guy just... he's got a better fucking rate of going... There was a crazy stat. He's got a better rate of going to the playoffs, or is it the Super Bowl, I think?
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl than Steph Curry draining a three.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck?
I think he's at he's either 43 or 47%. Steph sinks a three-pointer at 40%.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I think it's like 9 out of 20 seasons or something now.
It's a joke, man.
Just name the Super Bowl after him.
But yeah, talk to me, Flo.
It's amazing how much more likable he is now that he's not on the Patriots. Ironically, with that, but yeah, I'm definitely all in on Team Tampa. It would also get me a new card. We won't go there.
Is that how this works? If the team wins, that's what side of the
No. But you have to bid on the tickets to get the number on that side to go up. So everybody would have to bid, quote unquote, Tampa for that.
Okay.
To climb.
So the way this works is there's two different sets of tickets. There is a Tampa ticket and then a
KC ticket.
Okay.
When you buy the KC ticket, you go towards Striker King or Striker's Thing. Tampa Bay is what gets you the Hall of Fame
thing.
So
in reality, it doesn't matter who wins the fucking thing. It just matters that we get enough of the community.
Yeah, the win-loss determines if you can cash your ticket in for coins.
Exactly. Basically, what it comes down to is, let's say you buy 10 of each ticket.
Broken, tell these motherfuckers to sell these things for IGC or coins.
Here we go. But let's say you buy 10 of each. Or let's say you buy 5 of one and 10 of the other.
Sure.
It doesn't mean, okay, well, you bought more Kansas City tickets, you can only claim the Striker Sting side of things.
That's just part of that, milestone.
Yeah, correct. That's the currency to raise that milestone up.
Gotcha.
But when it comes down to it is, let's say you buy 5 Kansas City and 10 Tampa Bay. And Kansas City wins the Super Bowl, you would be able to claim the 5 tickets
for
10 million coins,
and then the 10 for the consolation.
10 consolation bags, correct.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
If you want to go all in on Tampa Bay, that is the aspect of you picking Tampa Bay. Is you think Tampa Bay is going to win, so you want that 40 million coins. So
Broken, tell these fuckers to start selling these tickets for 1 million coins a pop. Double or nothing. Let's go. Let's get it done. We'll get these tickets bought in no time.
Here it comes. It's way too beneficial for me. Somehow Bob's going to get it completely taken away. We know it's going to happen.
Facts.
Yeah, it could be 50% or more beneficial to Flow. Not, we're taking this shit. It's going away right now. Yeah. Fucking just hear him typing in town hall.
Hold on. Before he goes and says something to town hall, he's going to take his shot at it first. Like when the Macho Gear came out and he ratted on the Macho Gear. He only ratted on the Macho Gear because he had already done all his pulls he was going to do.
Yeah.
And he didn't get it.
First. I didn't hit. I'm not letting anybody else hit.
Look, Let me clarify. That was not the Macho Gear pull. That was the NWO Perfect pull, okay? Get it right.
Either way. See, that's where you fucked up. You have NWO Macho. You would have gotten the gear. You've pulled him several times.
Couldn't let anybody else have a shot.
Oh, God.
But, going back to it, with it, when I originally seen it was Hall of Fame Sting, I kind of felt like it was like, well, he's in AEW. Is this like the Swan song? Is this going to be the last time Sting's ever going to be required? I mean, he's an MP guy, so he can't just go away unless they trade him out. But, like, you don't get Chris Jericho requirements anymore.
I don't think you're going to have requirements for him at all. And I don't think they're going to be allowed to market him in any way, shape, or form. So this is their hurrah of trying to get him out to the community the best way they can, in my opinion.
Yeah, because they had like 2 months of Harper everywhere before he went. It was like, get Harper shards, get this, get Harper shards.
They did the same thing with Matt Hardy. He had like 7 events as soon as he was really close. I mean, they had Dean Ambrose was the free character after he already left. They do, to their credit, try to give out these superstars when they know they're not going to be able to market them anymore.
Yeah, I was actually stunned. The Andre Hall of Fame event had a Sting requirement, did it not? The tours had a Sting.
I don't think so.
I
don't remember using my Sting recently at all.
No. Well, the Andre tours I didn't get to do anyway because the contest superstars apparently expired like 2 days earlier or some bullshit. But get me started on that.
In all fairness, they did have a timer.
Yeah, I made the failure to assume that
let's be honest,
the timer was matched up with the event.
Can we ever fucking trust their timer?
You Wendi strapped it?
Hey, I got a Wendi strap at least. So. Yeah, that was my Wendi strap moment of the last one. You should have seen. I went to support with it. It was a pretty good anger management class we had about the contest. So you should have seen me last night. I got to work at 4 a.m. I'm still up at like 9 doing these tours. Like, well, they're gonna expire tomorrow. So
that's a bad feeling to feel. Well, anybody else? Anything else to talk about? I think we've pretty much touched on all the topics for the round table. We're going to kick it and hang out for a couple minutes before Showdown goes live. If anybody has anything specific to say, feel free to shout it out. I will be reading the live chat for a couple of minutes until Showdown goes live, and we'll be hanging out for a little bit. But thanks for everybody for coming on out to the round table for now. Thank you, Flo, Broken, Envy, Bear. Appreciate it. And Gina, your sparing appearances have been also very appreciated. So thank you all for coming on.
You're welcome.
For Roundtable 21, and we will see you guys next time.
So